Hello there and welcome along to the programme. And the Six Nations return today after a two-week break. More on Ireland's win over Wales in a moment. But first to a cracker at Murrayfield, where Scotland beat England to win the Calcutta Cup for the fourth time in a row. Let's get some more now from our correspondent, Andy Swiss, who is there for us. Andy, good to see you. So a huge win this then for Scotland, and what a masterclass from Duhan van der Merwe.
It was, yes. What a breathless and breathtaking match that was. As you say, Scotland winning the Calcutta Cup for the fourth time in a row, something they have not done since the 1890s. So it really is some achievement, and it was some match, I can tell you. England got off to the better start. They took an early lead for a try from George Furbank. They led 10-0 at one point, but then it was all about Duhan van der Merwe. His first try was good after an excellent break from Hugh Jones, but his second try was simply stunning, as from inside his own half he left England's players trailing in his wake. That gave Scotland the half-time lead. Remember, Duhan van der Merwe got two tries at Twickenham last year. Here he went one better. He got his hat-trick after the break, and from there was no way back from England. They did score a late consolation try, but it was really too little too late for them, and Scotland held on for what was quite a thrilling victory, really. As I say, their fourth Calcutta Cup in a row, and after the agony of that defeat to France a fortnight ago, what very different emotions for the Scotland players. Disappointment for England, their hopes of a Grand Slam are over, but as far as Scotland are concerned, they will be hoping that this can be a springboard for the rest of their Six Nations campaign.
Yeah, absolutely so. What a performance as well, Andy. Where does this leave England then, who have won both their matches so far until today?
Well, as you say, England came into this match in a slightly strange situation in some ways, because they'd won both their opening matches and yet they hadn't been particularly impressive. This was going to be their toughest test of the Six Nations so far, and although they got off to a bright start, the mistakes crept in and they ultimately fell short. And it does leave Steve Borthwick with a fair amount of thinking to do, because their last two matches are, on paper, you could argue, their toughest two matches, particularly their next one, which is against Ireland. Of course, the reigning Six Nations champions. They won the Grand Slam last year. They're still on track for a Grand Slam this year. That is going to be a huge, huge challenge for England. And then they have France in their final match of the Six Nations. So it's only going to get harder for England potentially from here on in, and certainly they have plenty of thinking to do after this defeat, Gavin.
Andy Swiss, thank you very much indeed. Andy Swiss from Murrayfield there for us.